A very good morning to all of you students. Welcome to another lecture of Essentials of Business Communication, Presentation Skills and Group Communication, wherein I'll be focusing today on the aspect of media management and media interview. To begin with the concept of today, what exactly do you mean by the term media? Media these days are popularizing the things at large, and it is because of the media that we will be able to strategize our business, strategize our lives, and strategize each and every angle of a particular human being into the particular hemispheres of their own aspects. So the thing is that media management is all about how well a particular media will be managed. Media can be of n number of types. What are the types and all? How they are managing things and how they are actually strategizing the business communication and all. That is the particular topic all about. And I will also focusing upon the kind of interview which media people take. So let us start. So to begin with, let us understand the very first thing as to what exactly is media management. Media management is seen as a business administration discipline that identifies and describes strategic and operational phenomena and problem in leadership of media enterprise. See, it is all about the concept of content strategy, email marketing, paid media management, video marketing, YouTube, SEOs, Facebooks, and direct marketing. It's the concept wherein you are being associated with the strategizing business of the management and all. So to just add on to the element of media management and another aspect to it, media management contains the functions of strategic management, procurement management, production management, organizational management, marketing, and media enterprise. See, all these angles of management have their own strategy, have their own elements, and have their own functionality. Just to bring management into a particular thing, or you can say just to strategize it much more effectively, media is functioning in a logical sequence. The uniform definition of the term media management does not exist. The field of media management in its present form is neither clearly defined or not cohesive. If you just go on for the that what exactly do you mean by the term media management and all, you won't be getting an exact definition of what is media management all about. But media management is going to, you can say, describes the operational phenomena, or you can say it builds up a relationship of an operational phenomena with the particular company at large. So the concept is that uh, in this particular media management, you are not in a particular position to deal with the people at large, because the thing is that if you want to make the management of the particular thing, or you can say if you want to function regarding the strategic management process, or for the procurement of the management or production management and all, you have to function the things of management. So uh, if you just gone for the further aspect of it, notwithstanding this fact, among the existing definition, there is a shared base concerning the business administrative character of media management and functional understanding of management. The following a number of definitions are being provided. See, now if you talk about what exactly does media management do, so media management has a particular function pertaining to your strategic management. It actually strategizes your entire management concept. Media has been strategizing management in much more broader sense. If you just have a look at what media has done, media has strategized the management, you can say the management of your particular organization, the management of the political scenario, and a number of things. Procurement of management procurement of management, it has actually brought the real meaning of management. Like management says that you have to do everything with a logical sequence and all. Media has actually imbibed all these things. So the concept behind this is that media management consists of two basic things. The first, ability to supervise and motivate employee. Now, for a particular management to be more effective and a particular management to work, employees have to be satisfied at large, and media has done it pretty well. The ability to cooperate facilities and resources in cost effective, profitable manner. There are two angles of media that are being associated with management at large. Firstly, it is going to motivate the employees who are actually working in the organization, and secondly, all those operational functions, or you can say the resources aspects, are being met in such a way that everything will come in profitable scenario only. The core task of media management is to build a bridge between the general theoretical disciplines of management and the specified media industry. See, media industry will involve, you can say, n number of things. There are email aspects, there are video marketing, there are YouTube channel marketing, and there are n number of things involved into it. So you can say that it all the functions of management, particularly the strategic function, the planning, the production, organization, staffing and all, are all being clubbed together to form a particular decision. Media in internet management covers a goal-oriented activities like planning, organizing, and controlling, etc. Media professional need strong commercial, strategic, managerial skills to perform this particular task. The master program equipped with the skills up to the next level of entrepreneurship, leadership qualities. So, if you want a particular management to work, see what media management has done these days. It has actually brought a bridge between the real theories, the theories of management that says theories of your planning, organizing, controlling, directing, staffing, and all, or the theory which was propagated by your Henry Fuel and all, and it has brought that particular bridge between those theories and the real concept of media. There are 10 principles of your media management. You are in partnership with all others who are deciding the advertising plan. The media plan is, if you just go on for the aspect of media management, you can say the media plan is an extension of marketing plan and must reflect the overall marketing creative strategy. Your media plan cannot exist in vacuum and be effective. You are in partnership with all others who are deciding the advertising plan. See, if you want to go for a particular media management, you have to have a particular kind of plan that has been discussed with the people at large. You cannot say that I'm going to build a entire advertising plan on my own. You have to discuss it, and only then the things will function. Secondly, media management is a money management. Media recommendation are investment in an advertiser's business. By making the savviest media decision, you gain the greatest return or investment. See, there are Twitters, there are Facebook, there are YouTube channel, there is Instagram channel. But to choose the right kind of media to actually propagate your product, to actually propagate your service, and to promote your media, or to promote your management of the company, which actually media, or which content of media do you want, that is to be taken into consideration, and that too management with the cost efficiency also. You cannot say that you are going to spend a number of money on the propagation aspect only, or creating a propaganda at your Facebook and all, but you have to remember that at particular site will be as compared, if you just go for the excuse me, if you're just going to go for the aspect of your money aspect, the media recommendation is such that the investment will be made in a logical sequence. Third, involvement with all media is primary requisite. See, specializing in one medium to exclusive on other breeds a narrow thinking. Consider all option, never look for the expeditious solution simply to save time. See, if you just say that, okay, there is only one platform, that is a social media, and I'm going to choose that particular thing, and that's enough. No, you have to involve the very primary element of media. You can go for the other means also for the promotions activities and all. Number, don't think, people do. Number is a big part of media planner day-to-day activities, but don't rely solely on them to make your decision and argue in your case. Use your emotion and your gut feeling and your instinct also. See, if 100 people are going to say, see, in a survey, if this particular media management, I think that you are not able to associate to what I actually want to say. Media management is a concept where in your entire thing, it is a medium by which your management, the strategic function of the management, the production function of the management, the marketing, the advertising, or you can say the core essence of the management will be built up. And media is all about creating your particular identity of your management or of your company into the eye of the others. So there are particularly 10 principles of media management. In the very first thing, I've discussed about the advertising plan, then I discussed about the money aspect, then the involvement of those prerequisites thing. Now I'm discussing about the number issue. That, say for instance, if you think that okay, 100 people are going to say that oh, Facebook is good, then you believe that since 100 people are saying so, it is good, and let's go for it. Remember, you have to think that what do you as an individual want. See, the problem is that with the people is that they do not understand that uh, can Facebook be a real medium for promotion? Can Instagram be a real medium of promotion? So the entire concept of number game should be dealt with very ease and comfort. Cost efficiency is important, but not at the cost of advertising effectiveness. Now, in one of my point, I said that efficiency of the cost is to be managed at large. The students' cost is a prime concern. But if you are considering, say for example, you want to launch a particular brand of yours, and you are for the very first time you're introducing that brand into the market, but you think that it won't be cost effective to actually publicize it on your Instagrams and all. You can make those skylarking activities and all. No, remember, you have to choose that particular media or that particular media which is apt for your particular product. Don't go hayward. Don't go in the dynamic contest. You have to believe that cost efficiency cannot be segregated from the efficiency of the product. If you think that your product is going to be very much matched with a social media platform like Instagram, you can go for that. If you think that Twitter is going to handle it well, go for that. But believe that cost efficiency and the effectiveness or the efficacy of the advertisement should not be compromised upon. Then maintenance is an important as building. Now, it is not enough simply to create a media plan. All plans must be monitored after implemented and ensure that the scheduled aspects are being followed. See, if you are preparing a media plan or you are actually going for the media plan at large or creating that which kind of media is apt for a particular thing, you have to see to it that the plan which you have actually put into is being properly followed. Everyone should be kept informed. You cannot say only two or three people should be informed or who are actually dealing with that particular thing as being informed. No, you have to inform each and every person. Keep your door open to media suppliers. See, media salesperson often know more about the specific medium media planner will ever know. They are the storehouses of permanent information, which is going to make you better in making decisions. See, if you are going for those kind of people who are media suppliers, say for example, the people who are actually dealing with the aspects of digital media platform or the platforms of communication and all, so you have to be very very flexible. You cannot say if someone is suggesting you that for your particular product or for your particular company, this particular Twitter or this social media platform is not better. So you should be convincingly follow that particular order or that particular thing which he or she is suggesting. You cannot say that because see, experience do count. You are a NAF person and you are dealing it for the very first time. Contribute beyond media planning. As a media planner, your greatest contribution will be in media planning and buying. But you should not be inhibited according to the marketing creative promotional activities, new product idea for the advertiser. See, you have to go a level beyond your thinking also. At time it happens that people are going to suggest you that this particular product is not going to be fit for your this particular platform of media. But If you are feeling and you are convinced that I am going to launch it by this particular media only, then you have to convincingly make this aspect into the mind of the others and make a discussion over it. You have to contribute your elements also. Have fun, work hard, and get ahead. Remember, if you are adopting for the aspect of media planning or creating a media plan, you have to really work hard. You have to really pull up your socks to just go on for a appropriate kind of media. Now, the five process needed to be a successful media management. If you want to actually go for a very successful media management, that which media is going to be best for you, you have to adopt the five aspect of media management. The very first thing is identify the right channel. Just a few years ago, most brands primarily concerned themselves to traditional media such as television, radio, newspaper, print publication, and all. And while these medium are going now fast, various social media outlets have established themselves to legitimate the market channel. To help decide what is the best for your business, take a depth look at the demographics of your trying to reach. Consider the factors: buying habits, intent audience, while avenues such as Facebook, television may be ambiguous when compared to the Pinterest and podcast and all. Spend some time with your customers, where your customer want to spend their time. So the aspect is now you have to identify the right kind of channel. A few this particular point of mine says that few years back, or you can say now also, people towards a particular kind of goods, you can say goods like those of a cattle fodder, or goods of your say your particular say tractors and all, or equipments, machineries, or all those goods which are being associated for your rural conduct and all, they are being popularized with the use with the help of your you can say not with the help of your social platform, but with the help of your radios and all, and television, or your print media is a very good thing for publicizing that particular product. But with the advent of new technology, or with the advent of you can say new horizons of marketing, digital platform or digital marketing have also developed at large. So the concept behind this thing is that you now have to choose that whether social media or the traditional media. See, nowadays people are not choosing the traditional media or the typical kind of media for promoting a particular good. They are using the unconventional means the unconventional media aspect to actually promote the thing. What they're going to do, if you just happen to look at one of the ad of your McDonald's. So what they have done is they have created a lamp post, and in that particular lamp post they have actually created a coffee lamp post with a particular jug onto it, and then coffee is being poured out from that particular thing, and after that particular pouring, that is going to resemble like a lamp post, but it actually is going to be a replica of this particular McDonald's, that they are selling a kind of coffee. So the concept is that it is an unconventional need of and means of marketing. So if you are choosing this kind of media to promote a particular thing, this is an unconventional thing. Or those taglines like "Dimag ki batti jala de" and all, these are the unconventional taglines which are going to be promote your things at large. So the concept behind this thing is that you have to actually go on for the kind of right channel, so that the media can be made with you, or you can have the right kind of media for the right kind of people. Provide value. As with successful campaigns, it is important to connect with your audience, no matter network or medium you choose for pursue. If you want to contribute to overall convention, you must do so to provide the value to your intended audience. The media vets will be first to tell you that already converted into the market. Don't simply add to the white noise. As a thumb rule, positive emotional content is the most efficient way to reach to your audience. See, you have to create a value of yours. And if you are going to create a value of yours, you have to choose that kind of media, or have to use that kind of medium to promote a particular kind of thing, which is going to affect the audience in a very positive manner. See, thumb rule is that if you're going to work towards the positivity and also towards the emotional content of the consumer are bound to get it. Why it is happening these days that when during your you can say during your wedding season and all, or during those Diwali seasons, the people give lots and lots of offers, or if you go for those Tanishq and then those branded jewelries, they're going to give you lots and lots of offers over there, because it is creating the aspect of emotional content. Buy one get one free is an emotional aspect, because the moment a person is going to see buy one get one free, or sale of 50% flat discount, so this is actually going to create a kind of a emotional psyche into his aspect. Selling a particular thing at rupees 99 on a package of say 999, with a psychological effect of say I'm not going to charge those one rupee also from you. So this is going to be a kind of media. See, these days media and the content marketing has gone really far extent. So people are actually hampering, or you can, I am not really going to use this particular hampering word, but the thing is that people are now convincingly going for those kind of things, you can say, like emotional aspects and all. Interact with your audience. Any form of media by definition is a platform where a company can interact with others, whether it is through social media, through the traditional mediums. Engaging with your audience should be the prime concern. Much like providing a value, it is important to sustain these interaction, ask questions, and share your opinion also. See, this particular, if you are going to go for a media, choose that kind of media by which you can actually communicate with the people. If you are choosing a particular product, say these days in YouTube, if you just go on, if you're going to promote your channel, people just say that please subscribe our channel, or please hit the like button and all. So this is just for the purpose, or if you have ever looked at the YouTube channel, people say that and this content is very useful for you, and if you're going to hit like button and subscribe button, and the same thing I'm going to repeat one more time, or I'm going to give you the much more detailed aspect into it. So the thing is that they are actually talking to you. You need to interact. Now choose that medium. Say, there were other things also to promote. If a particular person is going to talk about, if a particular person want to talk about marketing or say business communication, there are other mediums also. They can record their video, upload it on a particular platform, and going to promote it. But YouTube has actually given you a platform wherein you are going to talk to your audience at large, and you are actually talking to them, and people are giving your answer, giving their opinions in form of comment section and all. And in this pattern, you can actually communicate with people. So the thing is that you actually have to choose that kind of medium in which you are in interaction with the persons. Utilize your team talents. You are surprised that at your team cross platform capabilities and similarities between media platform. Leveraging the strength of your existing team can save time, money, and hassleless association. Be smart when organizing media efforts. Partner closely with the Department of PR, web creator, or you can say the HR or who are developing the aspect of media plan. See, students, the concept is that if you are developing a particular media plan, you have to be very, very in sync with these kind of people, the people of PR, the public relation officers, or you can say the HR executives, or the creative heads, because they are the real talents, or you can say in your team, if these kind of people are being associated, you can develop an accurate platform or an accurate means. See, at times it happens that company is going to say that no, if I'm going to promote a particular product onto my Instagram and all, people won't be able to get attracted towards my thing, and it might be chances that people may get bob off. But if the creative head or the PR team is going to say that no, these days people are much more into those digital platform, and if you're going to promote this thing, it is going to be much more helpful to you. So the concept is that you have to deal, and you have to deal with this particular people, the kind of people you can say, those PR heads and all those HR executives, by which you can actually have the real talents in your particular team. Don't be afraid to experiment. One of the takeaways for PMs in media is there is no uniformity, and that is constantly changing. Therefore, field of media management is neither clearly defined nor cohesive. With this mind, it is important to remain receptive and change to open experimenting. Unlike traditional media, is easier, faster experiment social media platforms, largely due to extension of cost. So the concept behind this particular thing or this particular point is that if you are afraid of experimenting, see students, there may be chances that if you are going to many a times it is being seen that people promote their product in such a manner, like I've told you that in McDonald's they are promoting it by just pouring that coffee from that particular kettle, and that particular kettle and coffee and the entire thing is resembling the aspect of lamp post, but it actually is a kind of a coffee, and also it's a unconventional way of advertising. So don't be afraid of experimenting by this particular platform. If you want, say, people are also selling their cattle fodder. Yes, people are really selling the cattle fodder over your social media platform. People are selling those pickles, those you can say those jam jellies and all, or you can say their cookery books and on cookery recipe are being promoted at your social media platform only. Because earlier the people used to create a kind of video, or what they used to do is that earlier people were not in a habit of creating video and all also, but they were being promoted, they were being promoting this particular thing by the use of those unconventional means of advertising, or those typical traditional means of advertising. So the thing is that you if you're afraid of experimenting by your media, you have to experiment at large, because the thing is that if you're not experimenting, you cannot be successful. Four steps. I'm sorry because of my voice. Four steps of effective media management. Media planning is a vital first step of designing an effective media buy. No, there are four steps for effective media management. If you are going to go for a very good aspect of media management and all, you have to go for those four steps to actually create a see, if you want to create a very efficient media planning, makes your advertising dollar stretch further. It means that if you are going to plan your advertising, or if you are going to plan your media, say, for example, you are an owner of a bread manufacturing company, and in that you want to promote that particular thing, and you want to compete with the brands like Britannia, Gomti, and all. So you actually have to plan your media and actually have to choose that which kind of media do the people are actually being involved with. Because these days, with the advent of pandemic, what actually happened is that students, that people are much more into the digital platforms, and they are into the things like, if it is something which is being associated to your immunity boosters and all, people will just go a diehard fan over it. So the thing is that choose that kind of media that is really going to create a kind of dollar aspect, or is going to create much more profit for you. So our media planning will ensure you putting your advertising message in front of the right kind of audience. So the thing is that you have to choose. We determine through the research who, how, when, where, and why, that will establish the foundation of your recommendation media plan. So the thing is that who, that means who are the consumer who are going to be targeted, how, which kind of media, when, what is the time limit, where, that means at which particular demographic area, and why are you actually choosing for a radio instead of choosing a social platform, or why are you choosing your Instagrams over your Facebooks? You actually have to be very very clear about this thing. The fact is this, and there are four steps for creating an effective media management, which are: media research. Media research process starts with the review of industry, competition, and research and consumer habits, motivation, determining your advertisement strategy and all. So the concept is that student that if you're into a particular business of say advertising, or if you want to go for that kind of advertising which is going to attract many number of people or general masses, so you have to think that you have to first do the media research, and media research can be done by the help of specifying those goals or selecting the objective and also the budget. See, you have to determine your goals. Say, for example, it might be so that company only want to do profit for some time and then it want to switch over the other product also. So the thing is that if the company want to switch the product or want to go for the other dimensions or the other verticals also, so the goal is of a kind of, so you can say, for a limited period. Choose that particular thing which is of your use, objective and budget. Your particular media is budget friendly or not, that is to be taken into considerations. Media strategy based on the extensive research of industry, competitor trend, and consumer demographic habits, media usage, media team develop a customized media strategy that is formed for from each client specific objectives, marketing goals, overall position, and creative approach. See, students, if you're going for a particular kind of that media management, or if you're going for a media which is flexible, that means that if you're going to choose that particular thing which is customized in nature, that can be changed, or that can be changed according to your customer needs or your consumer needs and wants. So that thing is okay. But if your particular media and you are say for example you are promoting a particular thing via your social platform only, so you, just like my earlier slide, in my earlier slide, I have told you that you should not be afraid of experimenting. If you are afraid of experimenting, you cannot survive in this particular world. So the thing is that you actually have to create a strategy for media wherein you have to develop a kind of a strategy which is being apt for people by actually customizing it. Media buying. Media buying involves negotiation, purchasing, placement, media plan based on the media strategy. Image will negotiate with various media outlets and best rate for the placement of media. At the same time, working upon the opportunity for adding the value, no cost sponsorship, radio remotes, which will increase your media exposure, enhance your marketing message, and create the additional value for media buys. So the concept of media buying is that you have to go for that kind of media. See, if you are going for your messaging and all, or your say WhatsApp and all, and you're promoting a thing on your WhatsApp. So the thing is that you have to choose that kind of thing which is apt for your particular kind of consumer. Often at times it is seen that people use, say for example, if you want to promote a particular, you can say a thing like your jam jellies and all. If you are constructing that thing, so you want to promote it by using that kind of thing, or promote it by using that kind of media which is apt for these kind of things. So you now have to choose or buy that particular media which can actually promote this thing at large. Media analysis, understanding how well each step of your marketing plan or marketing media will actually create a maximizing advertising ROI. See, the by the end of the day, you have to focus upon your rate of investment or return for investment. So the thing is that when you are actually going for return of investment, you have to focus upon that whatever amount you have actually invested or actually invested into your particular media, is that media capable enough to recoup back the entire amount to you? If it is so, you can go for it. 4 steps for creating an effective media management. So basically, in this particular aspect, we will be dealing as to what are the 4 steps by which you can create an effective media management. The very first step is easy to use interface. The impact of intuitive, navigable, visual interface or media management library is experienced in seconds but replicated for years. Test your software before you buy. Uh, it should be quickly feel like home. See, if you are choosing a particular kind of media, in this point, what I actually mean to say is that people should be easily adaptable towards the media which you have actually chosen. Say, for example, people are not in a mood to use those WhatsApp groups and all, or you can say those Twitters or those Instagram or your things like that, and they're much more into the digital aspect, or much more into the aspect of simple and plain world, wherein if you're going to promote by using your newspaper and all, it would be more feasible. So you have to choose that kind of media which is going to be in apt for the kind of consumers. Simple upload capabilities. The instigating your media files into the library only begin with the media management. Look for PC Mac friendly uploads that drag and drop the patches and all. This point actually is a kind of a thing which is going to tell that you have to focus upon, just like you are focusing upon the kind of before you are actually uploading your software, you actually check for the requirements and all. You have to check for the requirements for the market also. See, what actually happens is that, say for example, you are launching a particular you are launching a particular kind of service, where you are telling that if you want any kind of job, you can come to our particular place. I'm going to provide that particular kind of job. So the thing is that people are, is this kind of thing being applicable everywhere, or does that market really need this thing? You have to be skeptical about it. Plenty of sharing in functions. So you have to share your things. You cannot conceal those things. Powerful search tools. Your tools should be powerful, or you can say your media should be powerful. Top 10 features for customizing. So these are the aspects. These are the four things. Uh, Better media management are also the aspects of it. So customize the metadata, transport the file histories, adaptability of your environment are the aspects for it. If you are going for those four basic steps, see these were the four steps. These were the four steps, and the aspect which we were dealing with was the 10 features for media management. So, like in my four steps of media management, what I've told you, that if you are much more into GC, don't get confused what I was telling you. The thing was that in this slide of mine, I told about the aspect of four steps of effective media management. And four effective media management are: you have to search for the media research. You actually have to do the media research, media strategy, choose for the right kind of media strategy, media buying, and media analysis. Then this is not the exact definition of it. The exact definition is the top 10 features for better media management. So the top 10 features for better media management is that, I'm really sorry for this particular inconvenience for you all. So the thing is the top 10 features for better media management is, the very first thing is that it should be able to use a proper interface phenomena. Then upload the capabilities. Then plenty of sharing of informations, using of powerful searching and tools and all. Customize your metadata. You have to customize the data of which is much more friendly at large. Transparent file history. That means that whatever is being recorded in your media is being properly being communicated to your people. Adaptability for your environment, the kind of environment in which you are launching a media. See, the thing is that these days people are much more into the aspect of digital platforms and all. So you have to choose that kind of thing which is being actually logical in nature. Ongoing training and support, you have to go for, see, these days people are much more into digital media, so you have to focus upon training them also. Security standards and IT friendly design. These are the top 10 features of media management. And the top 10 features, I'm really sorry for this particular slide of mine. This is the statement is not this. The statement is top 10 features of media management, which actually start from easy use of interface. Uh, in this particular top 10 features of better media management, what I actually wanted to tell you students is that if you want to choose the right kind of media, You have to choose that particular thing which you can easily make accessible, which can be noted by your very first point, that use of your interface and all. Simply upload your capabilities. That means upload your that capabilities which consumer really want to see. Don't go for Hayward and all. Plenty of sharing information. You have to share only that information which consumer are seeking for. And powerful search tools should also be there. Then you have to customize your metadata. Whatever data is being recorded of the consumer, you have to make that kind of media which consumer is want. See, these days, with the advent of pandemic and all, consumer are much more skeptical about cleanliness. So you have to choose that particular data, or have to choose that kind of media which is going to go for that adaptability and all. Transparent file histories, adaptability. File histories means you have to look for that what consumer has given you as a preview. You have to choose for a better environment, go for a training purpose, security standards, and the thing or the media should be IT friendly. Now, discussing about media plan, let us now focus upon what is media interview. Just like I have told you that media plan is all about, or you can say media planning by a particular media aspect, you are going to tell that which type of media is going to better for you. Media interview is a kind of a business career at a time when you are actually interviewing people. It's just like media interview is a discussion involving question and answer for the purpose of broadcast. It is distinct information interview as per the definition of Macklin. The basic interpersonal communication where you might be asked question to learn the background story of your particular thing. See, media interview. If you just go for the aspect of media management, if you just have a look at what is media management will focus upon having that kind of media which is being applicable for the company aspect. But media interview is something which is related to your, you can say your journalism and all, or your mass comm and all. So this thing is pretty much useful for those people who are actually into the aspects of, you can say, those journalism and all. They have the press interviews and all. This is going to be much more applicable for them. This slide is much more useful for those people who are actually making their aspects into it. So anything you say often will be used against you. So never say anything that you are uncomfortable of hearing the context. This part of my presentation is very much useful for those people who want to go or who want to make this particular thing as a kind of their career, making into the business of your mass comm and all, or journalism and all. So this part of my slide and why it is being associated in your particular curriculum is that to tell you that what is media interview all about. See, you all will be going for business and all. You all will be going for your conferences. You all will be going for your seminars. So after that, the actual interview, say for example, after 10 years or say 15 years of time gap, you are a very good entrepreneur and you're promoting your company. So after the promotion of the event actually delays take place, people from media persons may it be from CNN, may it from BBC, may it from anyone, you can say those aspects and all, they can also come to you and seek for your interview. So what you have to do, or what are the things, or how you are going to deal with those kind of questions, this slide is all about. And secondly, it is very much useful for those people who are using the things at large for making the career in the journalism aspect. So remember, when you are going for a particular interview type, you are not to speak your entire heart out. If you do this, the thing will go wrong against you. Six type of media interviews are there. Meet and greet interview. If so nice work, this type of interview can be difficult to secure. Reporters are extremely busy and always on deadline. So they want to take time and meet and speak with you in person. It is definite positive, a meet and greet indication reporter wishes to establish the rapport and long standing relationship with you to secure. See, meet and greet, it by the name only, it tells you that what is it all about. In this particular interview, people from media press and all, they will come to you, they will seek for your permission that this time is appropriate for you or you or not. So the thing is that you have to give that particular time of which you are really being capable of. If you have given a time and you are not following that timeline, this thing can go against you. Background interview. And a standard background interview means the reporter is interested about your knowledge based upon his or her area of coverage. Generally, a interview involves speaking with the reporter to discuss the trends you see in your industry, potential features, stories, ideas but not necessarily mean you will be quoted. You will be quoted in the moment. See, the thing is that background interview will be focusing upon as to what is your opinion about this particular industry. Say, for example, you have opened a particular gym and you are a gym owner. The people of media actually comes to you and asks for an interview and asks for a background interview. Now, background interview literally do not mean that what you have done in past. It actually means that what you are expecting in the future also. A particular gym owner will tell that what was the gym, what was earlier, what was his earlier profession and all, but that too in little form. But he will much more focus upon the future trends also, because this is actually going to create a background for the future references of the record interview. Reporters are interested in off the record interview when they are doing initial groundwork and potential story, but they don't yet have enough material to move. While off record intend to create a safe zone in conversation by either keeping quiet or anonymously your comment, you still should never say anything you want to see in publish. Keep in mind that reporter has a job to do, so tailor your responses accordingly. See, uh, I'm really very sorry if someone is into those mass comm and all, or is seeking for the profession like this. But reporters are very skeptical in nature, and it is generally being said that reporters are those devils in front of whom, if you're going to say anything, they can manipulate that thing, and you cannot judge or you cannot actually go as to how they will put it in front of audience, and they are very very dangerous in nature. So, off the record interview is a kind of an interview where the camera is not on in front of you and where the person is also not with his mic and all. He is just making an interview of yours. He can record that thing also into his mobile or into his or her mobile or into on a piece of paper and all. But remember, if you are telling if you think that it's off the record interview and it won't get published, or if it won't get actually into the head of that particular media person, you're wrong, because it is their duty, and that particular time they won't be having those kind of equipment. This is the only reason that they are conducting the off record interview. And the thing is that you have to be very very skeptical. You cannot say each and everything in front of them. On the record interview, it's just the opposite of that. They are using it in a pretty well sense by actually recording your interviews in your mics and all, by using those gadgets, gadget friendly advices. Email interview. Email interview are actually the quite ideal. It involves emerging questions and answers solely based on your email communication. See, sometimes it actually happens that in your email, people actually give an email to you that these are the questions which I'm going to ask you. Clarify that points in the email aspects, and it's almost like a chat. Broadcast interview. Broadcast interview is a different ball game altogether. It's on television. It's being broadcasted. You can just see those kind of typical kind of interviews that those AVP news people do. That is the broadcast. Now, if you just go for media interview tips, I would just like to go for some kind of media interview tips for you people also. See, the thing is that if you are recording a radio aspect, Remember, the main feature of radio is personal medium. Radio gives an illusion of one-to-one relationship. So when you are talking on radio, talk in such a manner that people are actually listening to you. See, the thing is that if you are chosen a particular promotional campaign and you are promoting that thing on a radio, promote it in a manner not like a salesperson, but promote it in a manner as to you are talking to the people and using the things for their own benefits. Television. Television is a demanding thing for an audience. You have to choose that kind of platform. See, television is one of the most skeptical thing. It's known as an idiot box also. But idiot box has created a kind of a urgency into the mind of the people. It's no longer an idiot box. Idiot box. It is more like into the smart TVs. Television is no more a idiot, but it is smart in nature. So the concept is that people are now realizing on the aspect of that whatever they want to say, if they say it in public and that too on television, it will be broadcasted at large. So the thing should be clear, should be logical, and only those interviews, or if you want to see, there are certain kind of companies and there are certain kind of business houses, or there are certain kind of institutes who actually promote themselves on the television. So are you capable enough of actually television, of actually promoting on television and actually promoting it during those prime hours? You have to think about it. Print press. Print press choose this particular media only when you are actually into the aspect of promoting everything in large and you want to communicate to the people in general masses. But this it doesn't mean that television is going to not cover the general masses. Print media means that the trick of press interview over the phone is stand a while doing the interview. Uh, Through following these basics rules, interview your next media interview sure we will success. See, the concept is that the print press can be logical for those people only who are into the general aspects of creating the new horizons of their business, or who are into the aspect of say promoting something different, so they can go for print press and all. Television interviews and studios. So there are, if you just go for the 16 different media interview formats, there are 16 kind of media interview formats. The very first thing is television studio interview. People actually interview on your platform. Say those like TED Talks and all. It's a television interview. Down the line interview, as those 24-hour news channel in which the people say that I am there 24 hours reporting on this particular platform, reporting of this particular topic and all. That's a down the line interview. uh, Doorstep interview. People are actually going to cross their horizons and come to your doorstep for interviewing you all. Sofa interview. It's you have probably seen people using those sofa interview. Sofa interview is a kind of body languages, very important over here. See, students, when you are actually giving your sofa interview is a new concept, and the concept is that you must have seen those BBC Breakfast and Good Morning Britain aspect, in which people are being communicated by using the thing, or you can associate with the aspect of Coffee with Karan, but that's not a sofa interview. That's a typical kind of a show. Or you can say those checkers, someone who wants to checkers. That was a show. That was not an interview. Sofa interview is a kind of an interview like BBC Breakfast. BBC Breakfast, over there they interview. They call people. They sit on a couch and then the discussion actually start. So over there, it's a typical type of spokesperson type of staff interview. Outdoor broadcast interview, people just have a broadcasting of the thing outdoor, you can say, making those things in another way around. People are using those car interviews and all. People say for example, if a particular boss of the company is sitting in his own car and giving an interview, that is a outdoor interview broadcast. The Skype interview is very much common these days. You're on Skypes. Soundbite interview. your spokesperson could ask you to deliver a sound bite as to pre-recorded interview. That means that it is just almost like a pre-recorded thing. The person is going to ask you that, okay, promote the particular thing onto my mic. I'm going to record it and going to publish it. Live versus pre-recorded interview audience. This thing I've already been told to you all. Multicast interview. If you have seen that people generally make a discussion, those discussion panel at TV, radios, and all. This is also kind of an interview. TV green screen, radio studio, radio telephone, radio Skype interviews, radio broadcast interviews, print face-to-face interviews, and all. Telephone interviews. So these are the basic 16 kind of different media formats by which you can actually interview people. And particularly, see, when you are giving a particular interview on media platform, remember that you have to be very, very calm and very, very polite. Calm and polite doesn't mean that you have to follow each and every link. You have to be, you see, like I told you, that these media person people can do anything. They can put your interview, they can actually tame you in front of the words. So the thing is that you have to deliver the exact content which is precise and which is clear. So that's bring to the aspect of an end. Let's make a quick recap. We have discussed about what is media management, the 10 principles of media management, 5 process needed for successful media management, 4 steps for effective media management, top 10 features of better media management. We discussed about what is media interview, 6 kind of basic media interviews we have discussed, the basic kind of media interviews, the media interview tips. I have given you the tips also, and the 16 kind of formatted interviews that the people mostly take through. So that was all about my presentation of media and media interview, media management and media interview. So in this particular lecture of mine, I actually covered that if you are adopting or if you are actually going for the kind of media, you have to have the kind of thing which is being appropriate and that is logical for you all. So the thing is that the people these days are not too much into the aspect of media reviews and all. Remember, if you are conducting a media management, conduct that media management that is applicable for your business. And if you're going for an interview, go for interview by following those particular guidelines that I have given to you. And I know that my students are much more capable and they have actually benefited from this thing. So if the thing is not clear to you, or any of the slide or any of the point is not clear to you during the presentation of mine, you can write to me on my email. You can use your WhatsApp also. You can come to me in my cubicle and discuss the things at large with me. And remember that this aspect, which is just a lecture, if you are going to apply it in your daily lives, you can be the best in your life. Until my next lecture, thank you.